Hello and welcome. We are so excited to be working with you guys for BGG at home on the main stage. I'm Tuck.
And I'm Chelsea.
And we are thrilled to be demoing Mystic Market by Ravensburger today.
Yeah, and we are actually partnered with Think Fun. And just a shout out also to the inventor of Mystic Market, Ken Gruhl. And this is available online and at most U.S. game stores. And so a little bit more information about it. It is for ages 10 and up, 2 to 4 players. The playing time is about 30 to 45 minutes, and it is at $19.99.
And this is one of our favorite games. We really enjoy this one. So we're really excited to be bringing this to you guys.
Yeah. All right, so the premise. So welcome to Mystic Market, where witches, sorcerers, and adventure gather to buy, sell, and trade enchanted ingredients and craft magical potions. But beware, the value of these precious ingredients is constantly shifting, and only the shrewdest investor will prevail. Buy ingredients from the market and then sell complete sets for coins. So the cost to buy ingredients and the value of complete sets will change over the course of the game. If the cost is too high to buy, swap ingredients that you have with those in the market or craft them into powerful potions.
Yeah, so the coolest part of this game, my favorite part, is the value track. So you can see that in the upper left corner, the value track. And each vial represents one of the cards. And so you can see there's a few pieces of information. Besides the order that they're in, you also have the numbers. So the numbers are how many coins you will get when you sell a complete set.
Yeah.
And then the kind of dots underneath are how many coins it costs to buy those ingredients.
Yep.
And so like we said, those costs will change throughout the game because every time you sell an ingredient, it will be picked up and put in the least expensive spot, which is really cool.
So just for fun, just to kind of show that off, let's say you sold some mermaid tears, which is that blue here, that would just move right away. Yep. And I love the tactile of that.
Yeah, absolutely. These jars are really cool.
Yes.
They've got some really nice details in them.
I'm trying to show off how it moves, the powder inside. I just love it. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to put that back to its starting location, though.
And all of the cards themselves as well are just really well detailed. They each have their own unique color, their own unique ingredient as well, and even the little details on the side. So you can see the 4 little tick marks on the side. And then underneath it gives you some more details. It takes 4 of a kind in order to be a complete set.
Yeah, and I love that all of them kind of have this like silhouette, if you will, behind too of what they are. So we're showing off right now the phoenix feathers. Again, they all are very, very beautiful. Show off the kraken tentacles here. And kind of like Tuck was mentioning, now there are 3 ticks on the side because it's 3 of a kind.
Yeah.
And then because I mentioned mermaid tears earlier, might as well show those off as well. And so here are those mermaid tears, and for 2 of a kind.
Yeah, so all of the artwork is gorgeous. We love all of that. And then I think we should get into the gameplay as well. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to deal 4 ingredient cards to each player.
And then while you do that, I am going to just show off. We each kind of have one of these that tells us what we can do on each turn, and so we keep that close by. So on any given turn, a player has the option to either buy, swap, or sell ingredients. And so if we choose to buy, players may pay coins from their personal supply in order to obtain up to 2 cards from the market or off the top of the ingredient deck, which is right there. And then if we choose to swap, so players may exchange up to 2 cards from their hand for cards from the market. And then lastly, if we choose to sell, players may sell either a complete set of ingredients from their hand or a single ingredient card from their hand as many times as they wish.
Yeah, and that's really one of the key parts of this game is that anytime a sell action is performed, whether it's a single ingredient or a full set, the value track gets adjusted. So like I said, it becomes the least expensive, and then everything else kind of shifts into that, to that spot. And so since you can sell as many times as you want, sometimes you may sell a single ingredient to kind of make the one that you really want to sell a full set of more expensive or more worthwhile.
Or, also just kind of being the shrewdest investor. I might know that, Tuck is working towards something, and so I'm going to start to sell one ingredient of that so he can't get it at that 15 or that 12 and kind of decrease the value of that.
Absolutely. So in addition to those 3 things that you can do on your turn, you can also craft potions on your turn and use them. Yeah. And so we'll be kind of showcasing these as we go, but they always cost 2 ingredients to get one, to craft one, and then they will generally give you an effect and a profit whenever you use it. So those are really powerful as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We've got 4 ingredients per player, and everyone will start with 5 coins.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to try and show my coins off up here.
Put mine on the side there. All right. So again, we are kind of generally trying to buy low and sell high. The aim of the game, there's actually 2 different ways to play it. You can either play until somebody gets 30 coins, which really changes the way that you play. You're just trying to max out and hit that 30.
It kind of is like a fast play, if you will. Yeah.
And then the regular, which we'll be trying as much as possible to be playing, is to get all the way through the ingredient deck, and whoever has the most coins at the end wins.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take a look at what's out. I'm going to look at kind of the costs. I'm going to look at what I have. And I think I'm going to do some purchasing. So I will pay 2 coins to get this yellow card.
All right.
And replace it. And then I am going to pay 1 coin to buy a phoenix feather.
Very nice. I'm going to help you by replacing that.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
And since I bought 2, that is your turn.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do some swapping here. So I am going to swap my phoenix feather for pixie dust there. And I'm also going to turn into to buy a random card from the top. I can't do that. I always want to cheat. I always want to cheat. It's just something with inside of me. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Once you swap, I'm so bad about it. Once you swap, you kind of are stuck to swapping unless you have a special potion, which I usually try to buy, which allows me to do more than one action. I was just hoping you would let it slide and I could cheat a little.
It's another way of bidding, but you have to kind of keep them separate.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, I'm going to swap again so I stay within the swapping and put out those dragon scales.
That's fair.
I was trying to be a very shrewd investor and just kind of, do some under-the-table deals here.
Yeah. All right.
And that is my turn.
I think I'm going to swap as well. I'm going to swap a dragon scale for that phoenix feather. Because those are a little bit more rare. And I think I'm going to swap an orc tooth for a kraken tentacle as well.
All right.
That'll be my turn. 2 swaps.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sell this turn. And so I'm going to sell my 2 pixie dust, and I'll show that off because I think, again, the artwork is just beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And right now they are at 15,
That's
so
awesome.
I will sell them for 15 at this moment. And adjust that tracker, and also get my, I think I'm going to go 10 and then 5 of these.
Perfect.
And that's my turn. I will not try to do something else.
That was awesome. So again, since that sell action happened, she moved it. And so now, the bad news is that if you were to try and sell those, luckily I don't have any of those, but they would only give me 5. But they're really inexpensive to buy if they happen to be out.
Which is nice, yes.
All right, let's see. I am going to do some selling. So I'm going to take a few sell actions, and this may not be quite worth it, but that's okay. I am going to sell 1 kraken tentacle. So I don't get the money for that, but it does adjust the value tracker. I'm going to sell 1 orc tooth.
Okay.
And then I will sell a set of phoenix feathers.
All right.
So that is 4 of a kind, so I'll sell all 4 of them.
Yeah.
And now I do get that cost. So those other ones were just to make it a little bit more expensive, so I can get 12.
Very nice.
I needed some money.
All right. And again, I do, I think we already mentioned this, but I love the tactile of it, of switching things and the value track.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm out of cards.
Yes,
so I'm glad I got some money.
That's usually me, and I try really hard not to end up out of cards. All right, so this time I am actually going to buy, and I'm going to spend 2 to buy a random one and kind of leave that up to fate and see if that gives me any ideas. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to spend another 2 to buy another random one.
Yeah,
It
so
didn't answer.
besides the 1, 2, and 3 coins of the different values, you can always spend 2 coins to get a random one.
Yep.
So if there's nothing that really strikes your fancy out here, you can always get something random for a reasonable price.
Yeah, right now it's currently a lot of dragon scales.
It is, and they're expensive right now.
They are.
That's 3 coins to get one.
Don't know if I super want to go for that.
No.
All right, it's your turn.
Thank you. I think I'm going to take a play out of your book. I'm going to do a random one and see what happens. And that wasn't great. So, I think I'll do it again like you did. 2 more coins for another random one.
We are already, even though we both had money, we're already starting to, you know. All right, so I'm going to swap this turn, and I'm actually going to pick up some of these dragon scales, and I will lay something down. I'm going to put out some kraken tentacles and some orc teeth.
Okay, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to swap, and so I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to swap a dragon scale for a kraken tentacle. And then, additionally, on my turn, you can always craft a potion.
Yeah.
So I will turn in my 2 dragon scales
Very nice.
in order to get the Tonic of Borrowing.
Yeah, I'm going to show that off.
So the Tonic of Borrowing, on the upper left, costs 2 dragon scales, 2 red cards. When you play it, you will get a profit of 2, and then it says I can take 1 card from the ingredient market. So I'm hoping that something awesome will come out here.
Yeah, and then, again, I just want to praise inventor Ken Gruhl and Think Fun and Ravensburger for all the detail that goes into these games. As you can see right there on the side, just as we mentioned with the ingredient cards, they also show that profit that you're going to make with kind of those ticks or those coins off to the side. And that's probably one of our favorite things, is just how detail oriented this game is.
Yeah, everything means something.
I'll give you your potion.
I'm going to set that to the side because I don't think I want to use it quite yet. I'm going to keep that for when something great comes out, and then I will pass to you.
All right. Usually I'm really into buying all the potions like right away, and I feel like I haven't really looked at them much, so I'm kind of trying to see what's out there now.
I swapped out my coins because
you need some singles. All right, I'm gonna buy a random here. Oh, not what I was really hoping for, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1, and I will get an orc tooth, some of these orc teeth. And with that, I mean, that will be my turn, but I think I am going to also do, well, hold on, I'll talk about that in a second. But I'm going to turn those in and get a potion. So I'm going to turn in my orc teeth and my phoenix feather here to get this exchange elixir. And so I get a bit more profit than you do when I play it. I get a profit of 4. But I swap 1 card from my hand with a random card from an opponent's hand, which is kind of tricky. I'll have to kind of watch what you pick up to see if you end up with anything that I super want when I decide to use that potion. So I'm going to put that off to the side as well. And now we can talk about this supply shift.
So every when you're setting up the game, there are 6 of these, 1 for each ingredient, but you only take 3 of them and shuffle them into the deck. So each one relates to a different ingredient, and it basically means that something has happened in the world to make one of the ingredients super rare. So this one says that orcs will fight to the death to protect their sacred teeth, making them extremely rare. Adjust the value track. Now, this means that we need to get the yellow, those orc teeth, down to the most expensive slot. But instead of just moving it there, you actually adjust every single one until it rotates down there.
Yeah, I'm glad I just bought my 1 orc tooth there for 1, because all of these are going to move. Whew, that's quite a lot. And this is trying to escape off of our green screen, and there we go.
So it really does move everything and really shifts the supply.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and fill these back out, because you got an elixir
thank you.
and an ingredient there.
Oh, I do like the one that just came out, that Elixir of Wealth. All right, it is your turn.
Okay, that changed what I was going to do.
Yeah,
I was
quite a
actually going
bit.
to buy some orc teeth, but they are extremely rare right now. So
I mean, you can still buy them.
I could. I'm actually going to spend 2 coins because the kraken tentacles are now only 1 coin each, and I'm going to snag those up.
Very nice. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I will spend 2 to buy a random one. All right, and I think I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to turn in kind of this 10 to break down some money here. And I'm just going to take 3 back and put in 2 already to buy another random right there.
Yeah, and one of the things that you'll notice, you get really excited because I made 12 or 15, but then you just have to spend it. And so it's all about earning more than you spend to do it.
Yeah, it definitely is, buying low and selling high will tend to lead to victory in this game, but the key is to use swapping and the potions in order to do this to the greatest effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it is kind of, playing off of, okay, who can get the best potions, who can pick up the best stuff, who is honestly the shrewdest investor.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I am going to spend 2 and get a random. There's one that I'm really going for, and I got it. I am excited about that. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to spend 2 more just to see what else is in there.
I'm jealous. I don't know why, but I'm jealous. You got something that you really want. So.
I did want. So I picked up a pixie dust.
Oh, yes.
And I've got a kraken tentacle. So I am going to turn those in to craft the reduction serum, which is fantastic. The reduction serum
which
gives
is
you
kind
no
of
profit.
Disappearing here.
Yeah, but you can sell a half set for the current value of a full set.
Yep.
And for sets of 3, you only sell 1 card.
Which is pretty great.
Which is great, especially for those ones that are sets of 2 or sets of 3. Those are generally the more rare ones, so being able to only have to sell 1 of those is fantastic.
Yes. Very nice.
All
Here
right,
you are.
so I am going to set that aside until I can use that.
Yeah, and I'm going to put out another potion there. Tonic, if you
That's the one that you want. On the same
Yes.
turn, you may buy, swap, and sell.
I'm remembering the rules now. I just, I just like to always play as if I already have the duplication tonic, just in my thing. I think I should start with it. It should just be a thing that I'm given with at the beginning of the game.
That makes sense.
I think we can make that a thing, right? We can make that deal moving forward. No?
No.
All right, I'm going to swap. I'm going to do some swapping here. And I need to look at our value track because I feel like so much has changed and I don't really know what has changed in a way. All right, so I'm actually going to swap 2 here. And shockingly enough, I'm going to put out some mermaid tears.
Interesting.
I know. And I'm going to pick up some dragon. Oh, no, I messed this up. That's okay. I'm going to stick to what I've done. And I'm going to pick up some orc teeth.
Okay.
And I will put out a mermaid tear and a phoenix feather. And before you go, I'm going to turn in, not 3 cards. I'm going to turn in my mermaid tears and my orc teeth here. And I'm going to go ahead and get that duplication tonic. So we kind of already talked about it without showing it off, so I will not get a profit when I play it. But I will be able to finally do what I tried to do at the beginning, and it will not be considered cheating when I use this potion, in which I will be able, on the same turn, to buy, swap. I can buy, swap, or sell. Normal limits apply. So I'm very, very happy to get that in my thing over here. It's nice to be able to do
a few things you can buy or sell on the same turn. Pick up something else. All right.
And without it being cheating.
That's right.
That's the goal here.
Goal there. All right. Let's see.
I know. What are you gonna do?
I know. I'm trying to make a few things happen, but I think I can't do all of it all at once, unfortunately. And I think that you're gonna mess up the value tracker as soon because you picked up a few things.
I did.
I'm nervous about that. All right, I am going to. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay.
Well, why do you think? Something that I find very interesting, because I love kind of behind the scenes information about game production and game development. And so something really fun that we have learned from Think Fun, that when they were setting up this game and kind of it was in development, their original idea had been to do different kinds of milk, like unicorn milk, and I say milk a little funny, so, but that was their original idea, and then they ended up changing it to kind of these mystic ingredients, and I just find that really great and kind of fun, the idea of like buying unicorn milk, and
that was the most rare one.
Yes. And so I just love that little detail.
I do too. Okay, I am going to swap. So I am going to swap a mermaid tear for a kraken tentacle.
Yeah.
And then I think that's going to be all, but I would also like to do a Tonic of Borrowing. I'm going to turn that in.
All right.
So I get a profit of 2.
Very nice.
And then I can take 1 ingredient card from the market.
Oh,
and
very
I would
nice.
like to take an orc tooth.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that does what I'm hoping it does.
All right.
All right, that's my turn.
I'm very intrigued to figure out what you were doing. But I'm going to try and throw a wrench in your plan here.
I thought you might.
So I am going to turn in my exchange elixir here and be able to get a profit of 4, so get me some money. And then on top of that, I can swap 1 card from my hand with a random card from the opponent's hand.
Just crafted my hand so perfectly.
I know. I feel like it's only fair if I'm stealing 1 random. Maybe you can steal 1 random. Although I don't know if he really wants my random cards. Don't look at the screen. And I will take this one.
What'd you get? Okay. I'll take that. She
All
left
right.
me my mermaid tier. That's what I wanted.
Not really what I was going for here. All right, so I am going to, I still have my turn because that does not count as one of those actions, that potion. So I'm going to actually swap, and I'm going to take these 2 phoenix feathers and put out 2 dragon scales.
Okay, that's fine.
And it is your turn. Unfortunately, I didn't foil your plans too much.
I appreciate that. Okay, now that I've got a little bit more money, I am going to get a couple random ones. I'm going to spend 2 to get 1. And 2 to get 1 more. I was hoping for something. Yeah, I got it. Perfect. I am going to go ahead then and craft a potion. I have a mermaid tier and a pixie dust, which gives us one of our favorite potions.
Yes.
The Elixir of Wealth.
I'm bummed. I was originally going for this, and that's why when I did put out that extra mermaid tier, I went, oh, wait, no. Oh, I'm going to stick with it. It was because I forgot that I wanted to hang on to one of my mermaid tiers. Yep. I got distracted by that duplication tonic and lost sight of the Elixir of Wealth.
The Elixir of Wealth, yeah. So this actually has no effect, except that when you play it, you get 15 profit, which is fantastic for those 2.
Yes. And also, like, this is a great one to kind of hang on towards the end, or if you are playing that faster game, to immediately be like, bloop, there you go.
Yep.
Here's half of 30.
15 coins.
Or even to hang on till the end of the game. With this, see that we get close to the end of the deck and bloop, give me those 15 coins.
I am not going to do it that way. I'm going to go ahead and turn that in because I could really use some money.
Because you have 2 right now?
I have 2 right now.
All right, while you grab money, I'm going to put out the Tonic of Mystery.
All right, I've got a little bit more breathing room over here.
All right, well, I am kind of stuck in a weird place right now, I will tell you that. So I'm going to turn in 2 to get a random ingredient. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to turn in 2 more to get another random.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, that helped. Thank you, gods of the mystic market. You have given me something.
Wonderful.
It is your turn.
Thank you. I will, you know what? I'm going to take a sell action.
Okay.
And I am going to turn in my reduction serum.
All right.
And so again, this is...
No profit.
No profit, but I can sell a half set for the current value of a full set, and for a set of 3, I can just sell 1 card. So I will sell 1 orc tooth.
Ooh, very nice.
And it is currently at a price of 15. So just for turning in that 1, I will get another 15 coins.
Very nice. And if we were playing that short game, I mean, you just won because you just ended up with 30 right there.
I did, yeah.
Between that Elixir of Wealth and, I will say, Tuck pretty much always wins this game when we play. I've only beaten him, I think, once. Even though I tried, I wore, like, little... like gold earrings, like to symbolize coins, hoping I would get the wealth, but I have not. All right. I am actually quite thankful that you did do that sell action, because I will now sell my 4 phoenix feathers and sell them at 15 because you just moved that up, and I'll kind of show all those off. I think it's so hard in this game to pick which ingredient is my favorite because they're all just so beautiful. And each time I kind of pull an ingredient, I'm like, oh, that one's my favorite. And then it just switches.
Yep. Besides the picture itself, like you mentioned, the silhouettes in the background are a nice touch. Just everything is very well done.
Am I doing this right? Yes. Okay. You should watch me. I'm not usually the best with math. I'm actually going to turn in 2 of those 5s for a 10. Try and show off make it look like I have more money.
All right, I am going to do a buy. I am going to spend 1 to buy an orc tooth and replace it with a dragon scale.
Goodness.
And I will spend 2 to get 1 random ingredient from the market.
All right.
Wonderful. Turn.
Okay. I'm not really feeling... I mean, I feel like I should be feeling the dragon scales because they're moving up, but I'm really not.
But it's hard to purchase them when they're expensive. They're 3 coins to buy, and it takes 4 of them to be able to make a set.
All right. Well, you know, I think I'm actually... So I bought a random one, and I think I'm going to buy one from the market this time. I'm going to get that Kraken Tentacle, and I'm going to go ahead and turn around and put out my Phoenix, or trade in my Phoenix Feathers and Kraken Tentacle to craft that Tonic of Mystery. And so, kind of, you know, similar to what I did already, a profit of 4, and then steal 1 random card from an opponent's hand.
Yeah, I don't love these that you keep getting.
Ooh, all right. Let me put out a potion here. All right, so we actually have another supply shift. And so, kind of show that
this
off.
one is... This one is around the pixie dust.
Yes.
So this one says, a wet pixie is a doomed pixie, and it is monsoon season, making pixie dust extremely rare. Adjust the value track. So what I was working on, unfortunately, it's going to quite shift around. So if you will shift so that the pixie dust is the most expensive.
Can we just, for a small moment here, take in how beautiful this picture is? It would make such, like, a beautiful painting.
Yeah.
All of the supply shift cards, we did not, these ones did not make it in, but I just want to show these off. All the supply shift cards, I feel like would make beautiful, like, fireplace paintings. Like, there is the Kraken one. Super cool. Could you imagine having that, like, over your fireplace or as, like, a prominent piece? Very, very cool. Some of those mermaid tears, again, just beautiful, beautiful artwork. Yep. And lastly, those Phoenix Feathers. I just think they're so pretty.
Yeah, they're awesome.
All right, so I need to adjust that value track for pixie dust, and so move it.
Just a few. Right. Okay, not
just
too
a few,
bad.
Not too bad.
I
have no idea what I'm going for, to be honest with you.
I was going for dragon scales, which is now the least expensive.
But the good news is you can buy them.
I can. I'm not sure that I know what to do with them now, but that's okay. Is it my turn?
It is. Okay. Yes. I think.
I think, you know what, I'm going to spend 1 for a dragon scale, just because they are really inexpensive to buy right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
would you like another dragon scale?
Sure, I'll grab another dragon scale. If nothing
I like
else,
how you grabbed a different one. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy. I'm going to pay 1 for that mermaid tier since it is cheap. And then, goodness, I don't know, to be honest with you. I guess I will spend, shockingly, I'm going to spend 3 and get a Kraken Tentacle here. I know. And we are starting to get pretty low in that deck to kind of show off. All right, it is your turn.
Let's see here.
And I replaced it with a Kraken Tentacle. I should have just done the 2. You are definitely in the lead at the moment.
At the moment, but that can change pretty quickly. As soon as you make a big sale or something.
Hopefully.
I'm holding quite a few dragon scales, which became worthless with the monsoon season.
I mean, you could get them, you know, for 5.
And it may not be the worst thing just to get a few. I think I'm going to swap. So I am going to trade in, I think I'm going to trade up a little bit. And so I'm going to trade in a dragon scale for that Kraken Tentacle. And I will trade a dragon scale for a Phoenix Feather as well, which gives you a lot of dragon scales. You can take any of these dragon scales.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
So kind. Can hardly wait.
Give you options.
All right, I'm going to turn in that 5. And right now I'm only going to take 3 because I'm going to buy a random one for 2 there. Oh, beautiful. The irony of this, I mean, I just have to show it off. I just bought a dragon scale for 2.
For 2.
Yay.
It only cost 1 here.
I know. I mean, listen, they were really good to me earlier, those Mystic Market fates or gods or whatever. They are being shrewd and cruel now. And so I will turn in 2 more, and please don't be another dragon scale, because if so, that is sad and embarrassing. All right, I'm good with what I got, and I will pass it on to you.
Wonderful. Okay, I am going to. They are inexpensive, so I guess I will
buy the dragon
2.
scales.
Yeah, I'll buy one of them, and then.
Well, then you don't need to spend 2. Yeah.
I was going to initially buy 2, but
yes.
since that came out, I think I love pixie dust. I'm going to go ahead and spend the 3
wow.
to grab that as well.
All right.
Before I move, grab the wrong one. Before I move on, I do want to craft a potion or 2 though. So I would like to get a couple of them actually, maybe. Yeah, I do. Okay. I would like to grab the Elixir of Luck for an orc tooth and a dragon scale.
Okay.
Which I can use in place of any ingredient card, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then I would like to get a Serum of Forfeit for a Kraken Tentacle and a Dragon Scale.
Wow, look at you.
And that will make you discard an ingredient card randomly. And they also both give me a profit of 4, which is also kind of what
very nice. All right.
Wonderful. And I'll pass it to you.
Okay. All right, that was intense right now. So, I'm trying to think what I would like to do now, because I feel like you just did so much. Do you have good cards?
They're decent. I've got 4 cards, if that helps.
I don't know. Alright, I'm going to do Tonic of Mystery, and I will get 4 profit, and I can steal 1 random card from your hand before I go forward with my turn. And I don't have to replace it, so I'm going to steal this card. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's how that works.
That
was a pretty shrewd opportunity to use that.
It was. It was. All right, so now I'm going to also do my turn officially. So I'm going to sell some stuff.
Yeah, you don't say. The one that you took from me?
Yeah, you know, I think I am going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and sell because I had another pixie dust in my hand. So thank you for that. I'm going to sell my 2 pixie dusts at 15. That wasn't my original plan going into this, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And kind of build my money here. And I think I might do some more, actually. If I turn in my Duplication Tonic, right? I can sell some more.
Well, since you sold, you can keep selling.
I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell 1 Kraken Tentacle to move that down.
To adjust it?
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to actually leave it there and save that Duplication Tonic because you kind of saved me with giving me that pixie dust, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is now your turn, good sir.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm so sorry that I messed up some of your stuff, though.
That's okay. You sure did. But I'll
Maybe I'm sorry. Probably not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. That's about what that was. I think I will purchase. I'm going to spend 2, and I am going to grab a random one. Ooh, so actually what came out was another supply shift.
And that will be our last one, actually.
Yeah, that's right. That'll be the 3rd and last one. So this one is Dragon Rot has plagued the latest harvest of scales, making clean ones extremely rare, so we need to adjust the value track.
All right, all right.
So our dragon scales are now the most expensive. And that's not exactly what I was hoping to have happen, since these are all now really expensive to purchase.
All right.
So, let's see. Now, I did spend money, so I will grab 1 since the supply shift
that is
came
true.
out for
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Because that doesn't take, that card.
Yep.
Although I almost feel like if we were being really shrewd, it should. Like,
no.
Oh, bummer.
You just bought a supply shift.
You just bought some news, some breaking news.
Some breaking news.
You probably don't want that ingredient. It now has rot.
Boy, okay, so these phoenix feathers are now not worth a whole lot. So I will go ahead and use my 2 phoenix feathers, and I will craft the fortune serum. There's 2 of those out, and I'll go ahead and use that. So it gives me a profit of 2, and then I can draw one ingredient from the top of the ingredient deck. So I'll
Very
go ahead and do
nice.
that.
All right.
Ooh, that was a good one.
And put out a new potion. So the Tonic of Borrowing.
Cool.
All right. Me?
I'm going to go ahead and use my Serum of Forfeit
Look at that.
as well. So I get a profit of 4 to do that, and then I can force you to discard one card, sight unseen. And since you stole one, it's not as bad as stealing.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad. All right, so I kind of shuffled here, and I will fairly let you pick one.
I'll take that one. I threw away just a dragon scale.
It kind of ruined some of what I was
Dragons
looking for,
are
though,
great,
to
but
be honest with you.
their scales aren't. Actually, they're worth quite a bit
They're,
right now.
yeah,
Right now,
yeah. I had a whole plan. I was gonna swap because I had possibly 2 of those, and I was gonna swap my 2 other cards to get 2 more, and then use that Duplication Tonic and maybe kind of steal and cement my lead because we are getting down to the end here, and I thought maybe, just maybe.
Well, I'm glad I did that. Then that was perfect.
I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do now. Goodness gracious.
I love throwing wrenches in plans.
Yeah. I feel like if I try to get the dragon scales, you could ruin that on the next turn, because now I kind of have to have a whole nother turn. So I think I'm going to try to play it a little bit safe here and buy a random ingredient. And then, I'm going to do the same. Buy a whole nother random ingredient. Woo, we're getting low.
We are. So the way that this goes is that when you need to draw an ingredient and you can't, that is the end of the game. And we will count up money and see who has the most.
Yeah.
So we really are. We're getting close to the end here. So I feel like we should try
and get... It's about
like
3.
Yeah. We should try and get as much money as we can in these last couple turns. So, with that in mind, interestingly enough, boy, I'm not really set up to do this very well.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to do is I will craft a potion. And so I'm going to use a dragon scale and a mermaid tier. And I am going to craft the Plunder Tonic.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and use that right now. I might as well.
That was really great. I realized I should have gone after that on my next turn, but
so
you beat me to it.
It gives me a profit of 6, which is fantastic, because what it also does is allows me to steal coins totaling a value of 5 from any opponent. So I will take your 5.
But it says from any opponent. So maybe, just the other opponent, the mystery opponent. No. The non-existent opponent that's playing, you can steal 5 from them.
And so I just did a potion. I still can do something here. I think...
Goodness.
Boy, I guess I will buy a card. And see what we get here. Okay. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to run this out too quickly.
All right. My turn?
All right, your turn.
Okay, well, since you kind of thwarted that plan, I'm going to swap. I'll turn in my 2 mermaid tiers here and pick up 2 dragon scales. And then I'm going to go ahead and play that Duplication Tonic. Ooh, nice. Sorry, just hit that. I'm going to play that Duplication Tonic, and I do not get a profit for this, which is kind of a bummer because we're towards the end. I would like as much money as possible since you just stole some from me. But it does allow me to do another action. And so I am going to turn that in and sell my 4 dragon scales.
Very nicely done.
And since they are incredibly valuable right now and hard to come by, I will get 15.
Very nice.
And hopefully get me a little bit closer towards catching up with you.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's see.
But it does leave me now with 1 card, which makes me a little bit nervous as we're towards the end.
So I think what I'm going to do is force the end of the game here. So I'm going to buy, with 2 coins, these 2 dragon scales, which puts out
a dragon scale and a phoenix feather.
So now we actually we can work with these, but now if one is bought, then that's the end of the game. Yeah. So that was all I could do because I did some purchasing, and I'll pass it to you.
All right. Well,
I know there's not a lot to do here.
There isn't.
Maybe a potion or something?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to turn in 2 right here to buy this phoenix feather. And I'm going to use my Kraken tentacles, and my phoenix feather. and craft this Tonic of Mystery. And I'm going to go ahead and just immediately also play it, because it will give me a profit of 4, and I can steal 1 random card from an opponent's hand.
That may not do a lot of good at this
Yeah,
point, but the profit is nice.
The 4 profit is pretty great. So I'm going to take that. And I guess I will take this card.
All right.
Ooh, some orc teeth. Show that off. I don't think we've shown off the orc teeth up close in that artwork.
Yep, I really like that one.
Yeah, it's really cool.
All right, and at that, we cannot replace this. So
Yep.
we have, and I was hoping to sell and use this, but that's okay. So we need to total this up. I think it's extremely close, and by extremely close, I think we have a tie.
Really?
I'm at 34.
If I did my math correct, which you might want to check, I'm at 39.
I missed the 5. Nicely done.
I stole it. I stole it from you. I did. I wore good luck earrings. I got some wealth. And it was honestly that exchange.
Yeah.
Because I would have been at 35, basically.
That was awesome. Very well done. So, as you can see, we really enjoy Mystic Market. It plays quickly. It's really concentrated. We've played a few games that have kind of this mechanic, but they've gotten too busy sometimes. Whereas this is really kind of dialed into exactly what you want the gameplay to be.
Yeah, and this has also become like a favorite game among like our friends and our family, especially people who aren't maybe super into like games. They really have enjoyed this one. It's very easy for them to learn and pick up, and they love the ingredients and the value track, and it's been a very positive family hit where people ask us to bring it to parties, or they want it because they love this game.
Absolutely.
And we can obviously see why.
Absolutely, yeah. So from all the fine details to the wonderful artwork to the really concentrated, really good gameplay, we really enjoy Mystic Market by ThinkFun and Ravensburger.
Yes.
We hope that you enjoy it as well, and we hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your BGG at home.
Yeah, and then just kind of finally again, a shout out to Ken Gruhl, the inventor. Shout out to ThinkFun. Again, this is for ages 10 and up, players 2 to 4. The playing time is roughly 30 to 45 minutes, which you just saw, although there is kind of that faster gameplay, and it is available online and at most U.S. game stores right now for $19.99. And I just want to say, it would totally fit as a great like stocking stuffer or anything, so
Absolutely.
it's super cute.
Thank you all, and enjoy your BGG.